Hello everyone and welcome to my 1K subscriber Q&A. I am so excited. I can't believe I'm filming this. This is my first ever Q&A. We're gonna be decorating my Kindle while we answer some questions. But yeah, this is crazy to me. As a kid, when I wanted to start a YouTube channel, like Q&As were like the YouTuber thing to do. Like it was the staple. And I remember like doing fake Q&As in my room because I thought they were so cool. So I'm kind of nervous, but hopefully this is the first of many. But yeah, we hit 1,000 subscribers, which is so cool. So I just want to say thank you guys so much if you've subscribed. I cannot thank you enough. I feel like when I started my channel, 1,000 seemed so far away. So the fact that we're here is just crazy. So I'm going to be answering some questions, decorating my Kindle. Honestly, my Kindle needs it. Like, look at that. It's very winter and it's March. I'm filming this March 15th. So I'm very behind. So I have some stickers here that we can look into. Probably gonna go for a spring vibe. We'll be doing that and then answering some questions about my life, my channel, books, and any other questions that I have. It's a combination of questions that you have asked me and then also questions that I feel like might be helpful if you're new here or things I never talked about. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna be using my little stool here to arrange my stickers. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so nervous, but this will be good. This will be fun. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. The first question asked me where I'm from, which I always have in the description of my video, but I am from Florida. I live in Florida. I wasn't born here. I was born in Connecticut. Don't ask me anything about Connecticut because I moved to Florida when I was 2 years old. So I don't know literally anything about Connecticut. So I feel like I'm just a Florida girl. But if you're asking me where I'm from, my parents are Nigerian. They were born and raised in Nigeria. So that's where I'm from. But I was never raised in Nigeria, but I've been there twice, but it's been like 20 years since I've been. So yeah, I live in Florida for all of you guys who are wondering. Are you in school? I am not in school. Whoa, that sounded so weird. Shout out to Celine and Brielle. Shout out to y'all. Anyways, not them distracting me. Yeah, it feels so weird to say I'm not in school anymore, but yeah, I'm not. And I feel like it's been a kind of a big part of my identity, low-key. Like growing up, I feel like I had a lot of validation in my grades and performing. And so not being in school feels kind of weird. But I haven't been in school in a minute. I'm 24, so I graduated college. I'm not saying it won't be in my future because very much could be, but right now I'm not in school. So that was just a long way of me saying I'm not. Languages, I'm interested in learning. So if you don't know, I love learning languages. I don't speak a lot, but I've dabbled in many. So I feel like when I first got exposed to language learning and was like, oh my god, there's a whole community, I love this, I dabbled in so many languages. I've dabbled in Spanish, Italian, French, Portuguese, Russian, Mandarin Chinese, Japanese, Esperanto. Why would I ever try to learn Esperanto? But I tried. Dutch, German, also Arabic. So over 10 plus languages that I have wanted to learn, and I know like a little bit of like all of those languages. I am not fluent by any means, but I would love to just like know how to speak all of those languages. I feel like the hardest thing I struggle with is like knowing what order to learn them in, because right now my main focus is Spanish. First of all, I live in Florida, so it's so useful to know Spanish in Florida. Also, I have family who speaks Spanish, so I just want to be the best I can be in Spanish. But I do feel like I'm pretty good at Spanish, but I could definitely get better. But just knowing what the next one would be is so hard for me because I've dabbled in Italian. I've dabbled in Italian while learning Spanish at the same time, and that was a big mistake. Don't do that because they're so similar. I got them so confused and it just was not the move. But I would love to learn Italian. So if I'm being for freaking real, that might be the next one I learn, but I just don't want to get confused. I think Arabic is also very beautiful and I would love to learn that. I know, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I know some Russian because, fun fact, I spent a lot of time in Russia. So I know how to say little things here and there. So I wouldn't be opposed to going back. Like imagine me speaking Russian to someone. Like I would throw them so off guard, it wouldn't be funny. Anyways, I think that's so cool too about language learning. You can just like come up to someone, they maybe talk crap behind your back or something, and you're just like, here, меня зовут Amina, до свидания. Anyways, yeah, I think it'd be so cool to learn those languages. So I don't know if that really answers it because the real answer is just everything. I want to learn everything. I need to get started on these stickers because I am 3 questions in and haven't even started. Okay, so the next question is, why did I want to start a YouTube channel? And so I always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I feel like starting a channel has been such a consistent thing throughout my life. And so I came to a point where I was like, I'm sick of saying what I want to do when I have all the capabilities to be able to do the thing, and I'm just procrastinating and scared and just not doing it. So I was just like, you know what? Forget this. I want to start a channel. Honestly, it was just because I loved the sense of community there. I loved how you can relate to so many people. I love all the things that really come with YouTube. There's not much that I don't like about YouTube if it's done well. If it's not done well, then there's a lot I don't like about YouTube. But for the most part, I just think it's so fun. It makes you feel less alone. It's so welcoming. I don't know. I just love everything about YouTube and about my channel, and it makes me so happy to be able to talk to people and connect with people. And so I think that's the biggest reason. And it's so fun to be able to also have a creative outlet. I don't know, make fun thumbnails, make fun edits. Like, if you're a creative person, I highly recommend making your own YouTube channel because it's just so fun. And like, you can form what it looks like. Like, you don't have to follow trends or follow what anybody else is doing. It's like, you just do you, girl. What's one thing you wish you could tell yourself before you started this channel? I would tell myself to chill out and like, don't take things too seriously. Remember that things are always fluctuating. I feel like there has been so many times where my channel was looking one way and I was like, oh my god, like something's happening. It's like things are going, like, oh my god, like so exciting, and thinking that it's gonna always look like that. But then also on the other side, oh my god, my channel's looking like this. Why is it doing this? It's always gonna look like this. Like, when you have highs and lows, like just not thinking about it too deeply, because YouTube does whatever she wants to do. The algorithm be algorithming, they be doing whatever, and just remembering that it's not permanent. It's not gonna always look like that, and just maybe kind of chilling out. Fun fact, actually, I hit the 1,000 subscribers like February 7th-ish, I think, and I ended the day with like 1,001 subscribers. Tell me why I woke up the next day and I lost like so many subscribers, girl. Like, I was at like 993, 94, something like that, and I've never had like a dip in subscribers that much. I was thinking I got canceled. I was like, shoot, did I say something? Like, I was so confused, and that was so annoying too, because I was like, why? What is this? And like, I didn't think that like, oh no, like I'm never gonna get back to 1,000, because I got back to 1,000, I don't even remember, a couple days later. But it just goes to show, like, nothing is permanent. Things be happening. Just because you gain a subscriber doesn't mean you can't lose a subscriber. Like, and that's not to say you shouldn't celebrate milestones, because I was telling my friends, like, I had 1,000 subscribers when I did, and I even said, like, if it dips, you didn't see anything. And honestly, that's just how you should be treating it. Like, if you hit that milestone, you hit that milestone. It is what it is. Things can go up, things can go down, but like, don't take it too seriously. So that's what I would tell my past self before starting a YouTube channel. Just like, relax. It's really not that serious, and nothing's permanent. So just do you anyways, girl. What's one thing you wish, oh wait, I already read that. Where do you see yourself / this channel in 5 years? So I could totally see myself having kids. Oh my god, like having a child. That sounds wild. Okay. Thinking about this. Yeah, I mean, I want to have kids, but like, that's so permanent. Like, that is a permanent thing, and I'm kind of nervous about that, not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. I don't know, I think I'm having a hard time grasping the fact that like, I'm old enough to have a child. Like, I feel 12 years old. I feel way too young to have a child. Even in 5 years, that sounds wild. Like, I'm like, what do you mean 5 years? In 5 years I'll be in college. Like, not me having a child, but like, I could see that happening. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Don't hold me to it. But the thought of motherhood definitely scares me, because like, it's so permanent. And I have a niece now, and like, I love her so much, but like, I'm just like, dang, like that's a responsibility. So yeah, but it can be very possible. And I never talk about my relationship, but I am in a relationship. I've been in a relationship for like about 5 years now. So like, we do want to have children together, but it just sounds weird to say out loud. So next question. I'm just kidding. Anyways, kids aside, I think it would be also cool to have more of a foundation in my career, what I want to do, like all that stuff that I feel like could play out either way right now. I feel like my life can go in so many different directions at the moment, so probably having more stability. Ooh, I also would like to have a house. Real estate is something that I'm very interested in that I don't really talk about because it doesn't come up, but I think real estate's really fun, really cool, and I would love to dabble in real estate. So maybe have a home by then, have a couple languages under my belt. But yeah, that's what I'm brainstorming. But anything can happen, anything can change. Who knows? I'll keep you updated in 5 years, girl. Let me give you a quick update of the stickers I like. So this was like the centerpiece when I first did my first ever Kindle decorating video. You can watch and find all of my Kindle decorating videos in my book/Kindle playlist, but I really love her, so I think we're gonna keep her. She's giving very much spring and I love her. Then I also have fruit situation going on, more fruit. This bunny, like, I think it's just giving very spring. I really want it to be more colorful, I think. And then we have these little flowers. We got a rose, this flower thingy, and then this. Then I have this little car that has some flowers, which I think is really cute, and it reminds me of like the fall stickers that I had that had a truck with fall leaves. These little, is this upside down? These little koalas. I like how bright on all this is, so that's what I'm thinking right now. All right, so the next half of the question was where I see this channel in 5 years. And if I'm being honest, I have no idea. I can totally see myself going in a direction more so with travel because I really do enjoy traveling, but I have a hard time because when I'm traveling and making core memories, I don't want to bring y'all with me. I'm sorry. Like, I really want to be in the moment. I don't want to think about getting right angles and getting, you know, the right contact. Like, I don't see myself vlogging while I'm traveling, but I can see myself taking clips because I would already be taking clips just for the memories anyways. And then maybe talking about where I went later, tips that I learned, hacks, stuff like that. And I think too, like, the travel aspect and learning about different cultures will help a lot with my language learning because I feel like you would be doing yourself a disservice if you don't try to learn the language through the culture as well. So I feel like that would be fun. But again, kind of hard to tell. I don't know. I'm so different than I was 5 years ago, so I can definitely see my channel turning in a different direction. That I don't really know, but I know I'm going to continue just filming whatever I feel interested in because, like I already said, I'm really interested in real estate. I'm also really interested in finance. I'm interested in a lot of other things that I don't ever touch on my channel, so I would be very open and willing to do that. And it'll be cool too because we're all going to be growing up together, so I can see us not necessarily always want to be doing the things that we're doing right now. But if I keep enjoying the things I'm doing, the books I'm reading, and all the stuff, then we're just going to keep doing that. Just going to kind of go with the flow. So what drew me into reading? So I always loved reading. It allowed me to really immerse myself in different worlds, and I was always the type of kid who loved fairies and mermaids and all that extra stuff. So like the fact that like I could just live out different lives and experiences in magical worlds through a book drew me into it. I just always loved it, and my parents were so encouraging when it came to me reading, so it was like easy. Like they supported as much reading as I wanted to do. I got to get as many books as I want. It was a very nice mutual relationship going on there. So I just always loved to read books and just be in whatever realm I wanted to be in. Someone also asked, do I like thrillers? It's kind of, well, I'm gonna say no because I hate thriller movies, so I don't think I'm gonna like thriller books. The closest thing I read was Verity by Colleen Hoover, which is a romance thriller type thing, but it wasn't really that scary. It was creepy, but not really scary. But I don't really care to read thrillers, but I would be lying if I said that there aren't some books that I think I would have a lot of fun reading, but I'm kind of scared. Like The Silent Patient, I hear so many good things about it, and maybe I could see myself reading it, but at the same time, I'm scared. So I don't know about that one. Right now, that's not really what I am interested in reading. What's a genre you don't currently read much that you want to read more of? I would say fantasy, just because that is what I grew up on. That's what I love, but I haven't really dabbled much in doing that. But I feel like 2024 is going to be my year for the fantasy books. My fantasy TBR, I feel like, is pretty thick at the moment, so I definitely have all the recs I need. I just need to go out and read it and start sharing my thoughts about them. But I'm definitely excited to read more fantasy books this year, so you can expect reading vlogs about those soon. Okay, I think I got the final placement for these stickers, so I'm going to try to get the cover on. Sometimes they move, so this might take a while, but I'm gonna try to do that, and then we'll read the last question. So the last one is, if you could only recommend one book for a new reader, which book would it be? This one is kind of hard just because I don't know what kind of reader everyone is, and I don't feel like I'm a well-rounded, diverse type of reader. I definitely want to be, but I'm not gonna force myself to read books that I don't enjoy just for the sake of being a well-rounded reader. reader, so I'm just gonna go with what I'm feeling. Last year was very much contemporary romance, a little bit of dark romance. This year I still like those books, but I want to dabble into fantasy, and then who knows what next year is gonna bring. So I'm just kind of going with the flow, seeing what I like and recommending as such. So if certain genres sound more interesting, then you can base books off of that. But if you're a very new reader, I can understand where you probably don't know what you like and don't like. So if romance sounds fun to you, I would probably, I don't know, I just really love Archer's Voice. So if you don't mind your heart getting a little broken but then it getting pieced back together, then Archer's Voice, love that book. But if you want something like less heartbreaky, just chill romance with some extra plot in the background, then maybe the Dreamland Billionaire series. If you want a little fantasy dystopian element, then maybe the Shatter Me series. But I don't know if I would recommend the Shatter Me series to a new reader just because it's a whole series. So like you probably just want a standalone novel so you don't have to buy a whole bunch of books to know the ending. But at least with the Dreamland Billionaire series, you don't really have to read the other books to know what happens. So yeah, that's what I would probably say my answer would be. But again, I feel like I'm still learning what I like to read as an adult myself. So I'll definitely make a whole video about books I would recommend based on maybe shows you like or topics that sound interesting, but later on once I figure my own life out. So I finished my Kindle sticker situation. I think she looks pretty cute. She's very colorful and oops, she's very colorful. I feel like it gives spring. Anyways, let me go ahead and show it to you. So this is her. So we got the little slots up here and then the fruit. I gotta have my girl in the center because she's just too cute. The rose here and then flower right there. Another flower there as well. Then at the bottom we have my bunny and this fruit situation with plants and then the little truck with flowers. So this is her. I think she turned out really cute. Definitely better than the previous case because we're not in winter anymore and it wasn't giving what it needed. So this is her. I'm really happy with how she turned out. If you'd like to match with me, then my Kindle and the stickers that I have will be linked down in the description box for you guys to get. I feel like one of the best parts about getting a Kindle is to be able to decorate them for each season, each month, whatever. So yeah, check out the description if you're interested. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching and staying tuned this long. If you made it this far, put the 100 emoji so I know that you did. But yeah, this has been fun and exciting. I'm so excited to know what the future of this channel will bring. I feel like this is a reminder to just celebrate all your small wins, no matter how small they feel. I know that like having a channel that's only 1,000 subscribers is seen as a small channel, but if you think about it, like 1,000 people is a lot of people. I think it's just because we're so numbed and accustomed to seeing people with like hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers that 1,000 seems like nothing. But if you are a creator and you make videos, even if you have 1 subscriber, that is something to celebrate, that is something to be happy about. So yeah, that's just something that we should all keep in mind. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.